I watched, and you probably did too, it's been number one all weekend, The Adam Project on Netflix. Directed by Shawn Levy, who is Ryan Reynolds' new muse, I suppose. They're going to make Deadpool 3 now. This is the second movie that Shawn Levy has directed with Ryan Reynolds. First one being Free Guy that came out last year, which I loved. Adam Project is very different from Free Guy. This is a science fiction comedy, family drama, sort of. Ryan Reynolds is this pilot named Adam from the year 2050, and he time travels back to 2022 and tries to solve the world's problems in 2022. He's trying to save his wife while also destroying time travel. And it's very convoluted. Mark Ruffalo is his dad, which I really wish they hid because he doesn't show up to the third act, and it could have been like this huge surprise. Anyways, it's Mark Ruffalo. Of course, they're going to say, we have Mark Ruffalo. Jennifer Garner is his mom. I'm not exactly sure who this movie is for because it starts off very similar to E.T., where it's very like the kid is going to be the main character, and it's almost family friendly. Like he swears a little bit, just like, you know, PG-13 swears, and the quips galore. There's so many quips in this movie. If that's your thing, great. If you don't like Ryan Reynolds being Ryan Reynolds, this is another one. It's himself. He's himself. He's Deadpool. But then there's a turn in like the middle of the second act where he starts fighting people, and if you die and not in your real time, then you kind of disintegrate. And that gives Shawn Levy the excuse to brutally, just brutally kill people. Like, they're henchmen. Like, none of it is, you know, dramatic per se, except for one. But, I mean, these people are getting murdered hard. And it was kind of shocking to me. Like, there's a giant, 180 where it goes from kind of E.T. family friendly to this super violent action movie, which I really liked. But if you're, you're trying to show movies to your kids and this might be okay. Probably not. I mean, there's a lot of violence in this movie. I was kind of surprised. Overall, this movie is kind of forgettable, honestly. I don't remember a lot of the story and why they were doing things, especially Catherine Keener's character. And then especially, there's a couple scenes that almost got my tear ducts working in the morning. There's a lot of heart in this movie, and it's also welcome. It's unfortunate that it's attached to this really convoluted time travel story that almost doesn't really care. The movie itself kind of glosses over some of this, and it's are we really getting into this time travel thing? Well, you kind of have to in a movie like this, and then they do, and it's kind of half-baked. But if you're looking for 2 hours to kill, and you got either teenagers that you want to watch a movie with, or yourself, whatever, who cares? That's what I did. It's a fun watch. It is worth the watch. It's just, you're not going to remember. I mean, it's not memorable at all, which is okay, because it's a fun time at the movies, or in your living room, I guess, because it's Netflix. Adam Project is a 6.5 quips out of 10. There's quips galore in this movie. I love quips. Every movie needs quips, and this one has a lot of them, especially from the little kid, the 11-year-old playing a young Ryan Reynolds. He's great. He has a lot of quips. And at first it was oh, this is weird. It's like a baby Ryan Reynolds being kind of a jerk. But then they play into that where he's I regret doing this as a kid to my mom. Stop it. And so I'm glad they played into that, because at first you're oh, this is weird. An 11-year-old's really snarky, and it's odd. But watch the movie. It's fun. Bye.